Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Can I have some raise of hands if you can hear me okay? Just want to make sure everybody can hear me. Fantastic. Thank you. Um, we're excited to announce a couple of things. Tonight, we're going to talk a little bit about the new BeneYOUPay. As you know, where we're going with this and kind of where we're headed is we're headed in the direction of consolidating everything together. And this is one of the first steps. I know M Global has joined Avasay folks onto the platform. They have, and we've got everything there ready to go. So that has been finalized, and we're working right now at joining Janberry onto there. We talked a little bit about last week. BeneYOU.com now is live for those in Janberry. And we hope that in the near future here in the next month or so that all of the products can be together. M and Avasay have access to all the products now, and we're working on getting the Janberry folks as part of that included. So very excited about that. Tonight, just wanted to talk about our next step, which is BeneYOUPay. Janberry has been on Janberry Pay. Avasay has been on Avasay Pay, and of course, M Global has been on M Global Pay. Now we've consolidated everybody together. Those that haven't had accounts will need to create accounts. Those in Janberry will maintain their same logins and everything else. For M and Avasay, you will have to create new accounts. We essentially sent this communication out earlier. So once you've activated your BeneYOU account, you'll enjoy the following: lower transfer and account fees, instantly transfer funds to your debit card, send funds to your bank account. Paper checks are also available. We also have down the road additional transfer methods. We will be updating the BeneYOUPay app. Right now, Apple is approving that, so that's going to take 7 to 10 business days to get that finalized. And we'll also have a BeneYOU branded card that's in Q1 of 2019, and of course paying in local currency Q2 of 2019. If you're in the U.S., of course, you'll be paid in U.S. dollars. So wanted to talk through what this process looks like. Again, if you're in Janberry, the process has not changed, although you will now go to BeneYOUPay.com. The only thing that will not work is the app on your iPhone. Again, we're getting that changed out to BeneYOUPay app, and that is in the hands of Apple, out of our hands, and that typically takes 7 to 10 business days. So make sure if you're logging into to BeneYOUPay now, not Janberry Pay, but if you're logging into BeneYOUPay, that you're not doing it from the app, that you're doing it from a web browser. You'll be able to access that. Now, if we go, this is a back office for M and Avasay. Just wanted to talk to them for a minute. Again, Janberry, the only thing that won't work is your app. The commission should be loaded on the cards, and everything else should work just fine. So you should be good, and feel free to reach out to us if you have questions after this as well. But those in Avasay and M, if you've earned a commission, very simply, go into your monthly commissions, and if you show that you've earned a commission, then on the date that you will be paid, you'll receive this activation email. Now, I know a lot of you were expecting this activation email already. For those that have already earned a commission on the new system, then you would have received that activation email. For those that are going to be paid the monthly pay period, I believe that is tomorrow, you will start to see those activation emails tonight or early tomorrow morning. Now, when you get those, for example, here's one for Brianne, you'll notice that it says activate account. So once you have that activation email, you can click on activate account, and that will take you out to this site, which is BeneYOUPay.com. Now, it'll show you how you can activate your account. So you can verify your account a number of different ways. For example, you can verify it using a cell phone, a phone number, associate ID, or date of birth. Now, in this case, we're going to just click on associate ID, and then we're going to click continue, and then it'll ask us this. It'll ask us if we're an individual or if we're a business. If you're an individual, for example, you'll click I am an individual. That'll take us into the personal information page. So we'll put in personal information, hit next, and then confirm and hit next again. Now, that's how simple it is. It's really easy to create and activate your account. Once you've done so, this is the screen that you should be looking at, although the available funds will obviously be much higher because you'll have a commission. You can click on bank account, debit card, paper check, and you can transfer those available funds to any of the three methods that you see here. Now, I will just briefly mention, if you don't have the activation email, it's very easy to go out to BeneYOUPay.com and you can click activate my account and it will ask you for an email address. Now, there is a caveat. If you have your email address more than once in our system, then you will get an error. You'll have to reach out to us. We'll have to help you with that. But if your email is unique to one account, then that process will work just fine. You'll be able to activate your account as well. So setting up your BeneYOUPay account is very easy, very simple. If you have any questions, go out to BeneYOUPay.com and you can click on activate, have the activation email sent to your email address. But most of you should receive an activation email. Again, this is for M and Avasay. For those that have been with Janberry, the process will remain the same as far as activation of the account. Although you will see those activation emails upon, on the day that you get paid. So that process will work just the same for you. Anyway, just excited to have just taken a few minutes and jump on this call. I do want to say, for example, again, very simply, if you're with Janberry or you were with Janberry before, and you already had an e-wallet, you will retain the same e-wallet. So your login and password will be the same. Instead of going to Janberry Pay, now you're going to go to BeneYOUPay.com. If you're with Avasay, you will have to create a new account. You will receive an activation email. Once you activate that email, then it will be an entirely new account. If you were with M Global, this will replace your iPayout e-wallet. You will have to essentially activate a new account and you will start using that new e-wallet account going forward. So I hope that answers many of your questions. Again, feel free to reach out to us at support@BeneYOU.com and we'll be more than happy to help you with anything you need. Thank you for joining us tonight. This will be recorded. We will send this out. And hopefully this answers all of your questions. Thanks so much for everything that you guys are doing. We're excited with where we're going. We're excited that we're making steps towards consolidated system, that everything is branded BeneYOU now, that we're one family, and we're getting closer and closer. We're getting closer and closer to being that one family from a system and tool standpoint as well. One other question I would like to address. Some people have mentioned that BeneYOUPay.com has given them some errors. And most of the reason you would have that is because if you're used to going out to JanberryPay.com, you will have some caching on your end that will give you an error. So if you can, go to JanberryPay.com, that will forward to BeneYOUPay. And once that happens at least once, then you'll be just fine. Or you can put in directly and try that as well. So if you have any issues, either clear your cache or go to janberrypay.com and that should forward to BeneYOUPay.com. And so that should work and that should answer some of your questions. So for those of you that are having that issue, feel free to do that as well. Anyway, excited for where we're going, excited with BeneYOU, and couldn't be more pleased about the work you guys are doing. It's wonderful to be in a partnership with so many wonderful people and everybody that's been reaching out and all the the good comments, the questions, the things we can improve. Appreciate it all. So if you have any questions or improvement ideas or anything that you feel like would be wonderful to send in, feel free to send that to support@BeneYOU.com. Thanks so much for everything that you guys are doing, and have a good evening.